Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. We are in the month of February 2025. February is usually known as the month of love. I don't know why it's being categorized that way, because I believe that love should be a continuous agenda in every marriage, right? It's not the main reason why marriages survive, but it contributes a lot because it makes you empathetic, sympathetic, all those words that end with tick, all right, towards your spouse or your partner. I still go by the name Sarah Ayuma. I am on YouTube. If you've not supported my channel, please do so by subscribing to it, watching my videos, and practicing every lesson that you learn. So I want to discuss this very controversial topic that most married people avoid speaking about. This topic is called sex in marriage. Right? If you're not married, this is not for you. Just keep scrolling. But if you're married, watch this to the very end, and then you will be able to learn why your wife sometimes just opens her legs, lets you get in, and then go out, or why sometimes she tells you that she has headaches when you request for sex. Biblically, sex is meant for procreation and also as a proactive or a preventive measure for cheating, which to me is a bit off, because cheating is a choice. It's not a mistake. It's something that someone decides to do. And sometimes it's sad that those people who decide to cheat sometimes are even given more sex in their marriage, okay? So today I want to just rebrand sex in marriage to this, that sex in marriage is not just physical. It's more of an emotional and spiritual affair more than it's physical, all right? The physical part of it comes after the emotional and spiritual side of sex. It's not just something you two do, but sex is a reflection of how you are doing as a couple. It's not just about the thing that you two do, but it's also a reflection of how you are as a couple. Intimacy must be strong for you as a couple to have good sex. Intimacy also brings you as a couple closer to each other. It helps foster trust and deepens your bond as a couple. You cannot just neglect sex or treat it as an afterthought. You cannot also force it. You know, have you ever heard of couples who complain of their spouses raping them? Raping in marriage is force, huh? You cannot just force sex unless you want it to create distance between you and your spouse. You can't afford to not communicate, to be sweeping things under the carpet, not solving issues and conflicts, and you cannot afford to not show up for each other as a couple and still have good sex in your marriage. Sex isn't a glue that holds a marriage, but it's as how can I put it? Sex isn't a glue that holds a marriage. It's the result of a marriage that has trust, that has respect, and that has love. So anytime you hear that someone is telling you that sex is a glue, just know that their perception is corrupt, right? Sex is not a glue of any marriage. It's as a result of trust, of respect, and of love that is being shown in that marriage. So I want to ask you, as a married couple, when was the last time that you really paid attention to your spouse, listening to them, not just what they said, but also what they needed? When was the last time that you paid close attention to your spouse, to listen to them and get to understand what they needed? Because most of the time, many couples love each other from a point of their personal needs, not from a point of their spouse's needs, all right? So that is not love, that is selfishness. You need to understand what your partner really needs for you to be able to love them. So when was the last time that you really listened to your spouse? So sex is not just about taking. Sex is also about giving. Sex is about serving your spouse, about understanding their needs, It's about creating an open and safe space where intimacy can thrive. Sex is about creating an open and safe space where intimacy can thrive. So I'd urge all married couples this February to start by talking, to start by resolving all issues that have been put under the carpet, to start by showing up for each other, to be very intentional with each other, to have deep and unshakable bonds first. And I'm sure that sex will be a natural affair, not just a physical one. It will be very natural. It will not have excuses of, oh, I'm sick. It will be very emotional and very spiritual. It will start from their mind. So, I hope I've been able to rebrand what sex means if you want your marriage to thrive. Do not use sex as an afterthought. Do not do it as an afterthought. Pay close attention to your spouse, and sex will be very natural. I want to wish you a happy month of February. Continue loving each other and showing up for each other and building your trust, your respect, and your love, and serving each other and listening to each other. Thank you for watching this to the very end. God bless.